This is Peter from Sun Insurance and Logistics from the YouTube channel. Today I'm live at the Forest, Wisconsin. This is a shared truck stop and I'm meeting one of my owner-operator. He's a Kenyan US business and entrepreneur. His specialization is in trucking and I wanted to meet him today so we can go over the questions. He can tell us more about the trucking business, and I'm gonna give him a chance to introduce himself and introduce his company. Welcome, Charles, and thanks for coming.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Charles Kamindos, and a lot of people know me Jero. That's the original home name from Kenya. I'm the owner of this company, Kamindos Logistics LLC. We are based in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. We have 7 trucks. We park some here, some in Missouri, some in Kansas. So we operate from Wisconsin to Guthrie, Wisconsin, Memphis, Tennessee, back to Wisconsin. And it's a business that I started in 2015 with a small street truck. And now I've been growing and I'm doing 18-wheeler, which I have 7, working with my Kenyan brothers and also American, which is it's a good business, but sometimes we have difficulty with when things are not good, but we still hang on there.
Okay, now, if perhaps I should ask you so the viewers can see, how did you come up with the concept of Kamindos Logistics?
My last name is Kamindos.
Oh, last name is Kamindos.
And I was a professional runner, and Kamindos was the name that I was known by.
Okay.
And because I wanted to keep that name going, I added S at the end to make more Kamindos, because I have my family, my wife, and my kids all in the company, so I ended up adding S at the end so it can be like for Kamindos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. Yeah. And when did you start the business?
I started the business 2015 with a street truck.
Okay.
And then I stayed in the street truck business for about 4 or 5 years. And I decided to move up, and that's when I moved up the 18-wheeler, which now I'm
okay. And I remember you said you have a fleet. How many vehicles do you have?
I have 7 trucks.
You have 7 trucks?
Yes.
And those are the same size?
Yes.
Nice. This one looks pretty. Looks well.
I have 3 cars here. I have 1 driver right now heading to and I have another driver out the town park somewhere.
Okay.
I have 2 drivers, one in Kansas, but he's also coming here, and another one in the same business. Yeah.
So, would you say this business is making money to encourage other, brothers and sisters?
At the moment, I can tell my brothers who want to get into the business, at least wait a little bit. Because one thing, trucks are very expensive.
Okay.
Trailers are very expensive. If you want to buy a trailer today or buy a new truck, you have to wait more than half a year to get a truck available.
So which means there's a shortage?
There's shortage for the truck, there's shortage for the trailer. But when we come to the way brokers are paying, it's bad. It's very, very bad.
So the rates are very
bad, and the cost of the fuel is very, very high. So right now, if I know some of Kenyans, some of the people from Africa parking their truck because they cannot afford to drive them. So somebody park his truck and go drive for somebody so that he can make money, because it's not adding up right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is the most challenging problems in this business?
The most challenging problem in this business, one thing is the driver.
Getting the driver.
To get a driver. Like now I have 3 trucks parked because I don't have a driver. I'm looking.
So which means you had drivers before?
I had last week I had all the truck running.
Okay.
But 2 drivers had another opportunity and they decided to go for it. So I don't prevent them to go for the good opportunity.
So if I may stop, you've talked about shortage of drivers.
Yeah.
You have drivers on the go.
Yeah.
Are they going because the pay or what you are paying them is not really good? Or
no, what happened is most of the time when the drivers start the business, a lot of them have a goal of starting their own company. So when they work for like me for a year or 2 years, then they get an opportunity to start their company. That happened, and to me, it's a good thing because somebody started from somewhere and now he's going somewhere. So to me, it's a joy when I see somebody working for me and then he opened his own company.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you like competition?
Yes.
And talking about drivers, there's also a question I usually ask people when I interview them. Because there are a lot of people looking for jobs out there. They would like to know, like, how do you pay your drivers based on percentage?
Yes.
Based on
I
how do
pay
you
my
pay your
driver based on percentage.
Okay.
It's I starting is like 25% of
25%.
the gross.
Okay.
So the driver will take if I get a road paying 5,000, I'll pay the driver the 25% of that amount.
Okay.
Most of the drivers that I have, they make around 2,000 to 2,500 a week because they make like 4, 3, 5 trips to visit the counter. And when they average 10,000, they have like 2,500 in their pocket.
That's not bad, man.
It's not. It's good. Yeah.
And what about, do you pay them for dead end miles or you pay them for the run?
I try not to go. The short dead end mile. I try to take it's like 10, 20 miles. And that's why I stay in one dedicated route. Because and then come back. And myself being based here, what I do is I go and get the road. So when they come, I'm here waiting for them. So then they book the go there and go, and then I go deliver the road that they bring.
That's a smart way. So what's the next challenge?
The next challenge after the driver is right now is the fuel. It's costing like $1.30 a mile.
I think you can see it from, I don't know,
You can see from
Yeah.
there. Right now it's $4.99 per gallon.
499, oh, it's 499, I can see it from here.
$4.99 per gallon.
Right.
It's like $1.30 a mile to run this truck. So if a broker give you a road for $2, you pay the driver 25%. You as the owner of the truck, what do you make?
That's no profit.
You go in your pocket. You even go in your pocket. So I try to dig more and bargain more with the broker at least to get $3 a mile. So after I pay the driver and I pay the fuel, at least I have like 50 cents to 80 cents remaining for me and the truck.
Yeah, that's good. So the drivers, the fuel,
And also the DOT.
or the DOT inspection.
The DOT inspection is very challenging.
Okay.
And that's a big challenge because if you don't take care for your truck, like brakes, tires, and you have driver who don't let you know what need to be fixed.
What's to be fixed, okay.
Anytime you get shut down or put out of service by the DOT, it's a very big challenge to your company.
Okay.
Because what will happen is they go to the CSS score,
Oh, the score goes down.
the score go down,
Okay.
and when your drivers are on the road, they get pulled a lot in weigh station or the roadside inspection. And the more they inspect the truck, the more they get some small stuff, it becomes worse. And also after that, when you come to the renewal of the insurance, you deal with the insurance, then they become tough because some of the company will say we cannot insure you. We cannot insure you. And by the end of the day, you can get yourself shutting down your company because of the insurance.
That's very true because I'm an insurance expert, as you all know. And one of the problems these own operators get is we look at the server, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration website.
Yeah.
If your score is really not good,
Yeah.
then the
The
insurance
insurance
premium
is more high.
is
Yeah.
very high.
Yeah.
And coming to that, how do you have a challenge getting insurance? Commercial insurance?
At the moment, because we have tried to keep a clean record, I ended up getting a fleet insurance, which I really like because with my 10 truck, if today I buy a new truck, it's just to call my insurance and tell them I have a new truck in my company.
Yes.
The rate don't change. I still pay the same as I was paying until I come to renew my insurance. So I pay. My insurance is basically the miles. that I drive for annually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you ever need insurance, you know I'm an insurance broker. You
Yeah.
can keep that one. That's my card right there.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know if you know anybody around who needs insurance.
Yes.
I'm an insurance broker. I do Wisconsin,
Yes.
Illinois,
Yeah.
Georgia, and Delaware.
Okay, that's
So
good.
if you ever know anybody, just give them my card. And what other challenges can you think about before we go over
The other challenges that come around is roads not being good. You know, and also when weather conditions sometimes, also that is a challenge. And also when you get the drivers which are not qualified, you get some problem with the accident, which we try at least to make sure we don't get an accident. Because accident is the worst they can do out of business within a day.
You know, most insurance companies, they don't like
When you have an
you
insurance,
have
an accident.
a claim, an accident.
Yeah, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, the premiums go up.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like they are telling you to go.
Yeah, they tell you to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you talk about inexperienced drivers,
Yeah.
I thought all the drivers are supposed to have a CDL experience before they are hired.
Sometimes I feel like as a owner of the company, I like to train my own driver. It doesn't matter how much experience he comes to, because if the driver come out of school and he don't have an experience and nobody wanna hire him, how will that driver get an experience? He will have a CDL in his pocket, but he will not have not have a job.
You see, that's happening everywhere.
Yes.
Even if you are an accountant, you go to the bank and you are looking for a job, they ask you, we need somebody with experience.
Yes.
They have to give you a chance to.
Yeah, because that driver with no experience
Right.
will come, and after you train him for a month, will be the best driver because he will do things your way. But those drivers who come with experience, they want to do their things their way, like the way they were doing to the other company.
Right.
That's what they want to come do in your company, and then it doesn't work.
That's very true.
Yes.
And do you guys use like electronic devices like ELDs?
Right now with the FMSA, all the truck except like the truck that were made before 2000 are obligated to use the ELD. So like I have a company called Rings Up. I started with Rings Up even before the ELD because I was using it for the tracking of my trucks. But now when the ELD came, I used them for my ELD, and I've been with them for like now over a number of years, and I like them because I never have a problem. Sometimes they have changes, but those changes we adapt with them and we keep going.
Okay, so when you get a subscription from them, is it a monthly or a yearly subscription?
I pay monthly, but because I am an old company, I pay cheap. Yeah, and that's why I don't want.
Because the other guy on the other video I was talking about, somebody he had links.
Yeah.
He pays like $45.
I pay like $35.
Okay.
$35 per truck.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, so when if somebody is coming from, for example, Africa, Kenya, where we come from,
Yeah.
they land in this country, they have a work permit, and they wanted to start a business. Where do they start from, and what is your advice?
My advice is if somebody want to come and get in the trucking,
Yes.
at the moment it was easy because I used to train my driver. In a way, they didn't have to go to school.
Okay.
They go to the DMV, get the permit for the CDL, then I put them in a truck and train them, and then when they do their exam, I hire them. But right now, the DOT changed the rule whereby every driver, to get a CDL, you have to go in a driving school for 1 month.
Okay.
You cannot get a CDL. So if somebody comes from Kenya with a green card and they got a working permit, the best thing is to go to school, get a CDL, and then get on the road because the driving job,
Yes.
it's you make good money.
You are not that experience.
Yeah, and you get experience. You're not gonna be like struggle making money because if you get a job that you are making $2,000 a week, you have $8,000 a month. If you are paying $1,000 lent, and you have a good start.
Yes, I would start.
Yeah.
That's very true. Okay, and now you said you have 10 trucks.
I have 7 trucks.
7 trucks right now.
5 of my trucks are 4 of my trucks are Peterbilt.
Okay.
I buy them from JX Peterbilt, who are my very good customer. They take care for me. And also I have a 680 Kenyan that I also buy from them.
Okay.
And also I have 2 Flatline Cascadia that I bought from Truck Country of Madison. So I live in Madison and I do my business with dealers in my area.
So do you advise people to finance or pay upfront?
Financing a truck is a good idea.
Okay.
Because if you get money and you go pay on front, if then business start going up and down, you need to know that when you finance the truck is paying itself. It's paying itself. But when you take the chunk of money and you go pay for the truck, then business starts getting bad. You're gonna run out of money. So in this business, you need to have money flow. If you don't have money flow, then you get yourself parking your truck.
Okay. And so, would you mind to show us? I've never been inside a semi truck.
Yes, I don't mind to show you one of my truck here. This is my. This is one of the trucks. Yeah, this is my new truck. This truck I bought it like a month and a half ago. It's called a Peterbilt 579. It's a 2020 Peterbilt. This truck is like 390 miles. So it's a new truck. This truck will give me, if nothing like an accident happened to this truck will give me another 7 good years of driving. So and this truck is our cabin engine, which is my favorite engine. For cabin is all my trucks. Truck with a different engine. They all have cabin engine, and I like it because it's easy to fix. There's all mechanics somewhere they can fix it, so you don't have a problem. So this truck if you look at it inside.
Should I go from the other side? Oh, I've never been in a semi. This is tight.
This truck the truck has 2 beds. So if you driving like team driver, up there is a bed, and that down there is a bed. It's a little bit messy, but
no, it's okay.
It's trying to keep it clean. So the truck, when you see the driver on the road, this truck have a fridge where
just a fridge.
you keep your food.
Okay.
You can in this place you can put you can put a
Like a TV.
you can put a TV, you can put a microwave. Like here you have a belt that when you put a microwave, you can tie your microwave with your belt. So you have all the stuff that you need, plug-in and all the stuff. So it's you have closet where you can put your clothes. You have everything that you need. Some of the driver, they stay in the truck.
Okay.
Yes, they stay in Africa. They come and stay here for a year, and when winter comes, then they leave and go back to Africa. So they drive the whole time.
Okay.
This is the ELD that.
That's the ELD. Okay.
This is the ELD that we use. Right now it's signed out, so because I don't want it to take my hours.
Okay.
So this truck is automatic.
Okay.
The new truck we have now, they are automatic, and this is where you change the gear. It's drive, neutral, and reverse. So
okay.
It's automatic.
it's automatic. These days, you buy a 10-speed, which is my favorite. You don't have somebody to drive it because all the driver go to school. They know how to drive automatic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very good.
And this truck is 12-speed, so it drives very smooth, and driver don't get tired because they no changing gear, no problem at a traffic jam, all those kind of stuff.
So that's pretty much what you have inside here.
Yes.
So guys, you hear those ones who are out there looking for. This is Kamindos Logistics again. Check our channel. We bring you videos like every week. And I do go around and interview drivers. Owner operators who are looking for drivers. So if you wanted a job, you get it. So you have to get in touch. You have to get in touch with him. This camera right here.